it's time to rank the Phantoms from the worst to the absolute best, and it's you guys who are voting. I put this poll in a Discord with 75,000 members, and anyone can vote, and here are the results. Now, this is of course updated. It even has the latest Battle Pass Phantom in it, and I think the results might surprise you guys. Let's start at the very bottom. Abyssal and Infinity Phantom, both of these, we can alternate between the two so you can see them in the background, got 0 votes. 0. I don't think I've ever made a poll where something gets 0. After that, we have Rush, obviously hot trash. Then we have Galleria, which again, you can kind of understand why. This thing looks like hot garbage. Into Arrow, same idea. Looking very, very bad. Then Serenity, also looking bad. And then Topotech, which honestly doesn't look that bad, but you know what's hilarious? You know what comes after? Daydreams. This full bundle that was in this store is all the way down here where it belongs. I don't understand who does. I wonder if Riot actually makes money when they put out stuff like Daydreams. I genuinely wonder. After that, we have Bound, which I honestly wanna, you know what? It's not that bad. Bound is not that bad. I want to defend it a little. Winter Wonderland. Also, people just don't like this effect. Nothing's gonna change. And again, similar to Daydreams, I just wonder, does Riot make money on these bundles? Then we have Sylvanas. Not looking good. We have 9 Lives. I always disliked it. Some people said, nah, this is pretty good. Not that great. It's just not that great. Then we have Undercity. I'd prefer 9 Lives because Undercity looks terrible. We have Team Ace, a full-on bundle, which also flopped. After that, we have Snowfall, and it can, I was gonna say it can fall off a cliff, but that's so cheesy. It looks bad. It looks so bad. Then we have Avalanche. Avalanche also looks bad. Anything to do, honestly, it's good that they made Cryostatus as a Vandal that actually got some votes in the Vandal video, because anything to do with snow or cold was a complete miss, because they always do some sort of weird weak skin, even though it could be some crazy premium as Cryostatus showed, and it could even be better than that. So I hope some sort of cold winter theme does come through and kind of hits harder, because these ones aren't hidden at all. Then we have Piedra del Sol, sorry if I said that wrong. Then we have Composite, which, you know, people just genuinely did not like this entire Battle Pass line, including the Phantom, of course, and I understand why. Then we have the Valorant Go Volume 1, same idea, not too good. Then we have the Sarmad collection, which, you know, a lot of people were like always hoping that they wanted this collection, but with more effects and very, very different. And we sort of got that with the latest skin line, the Imperium, of course. I feel like now this is like a Walmart version of Imperium, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, Then we have Lightwave, which is just RGB plastic. It's not the greatest, but you know, whatever. Then we have Tigris, again, full-on bundle. They dropped a trailer for this. And look where it stands. Yep. Then we have Spline. This aged bad. Some people actually like this at the start. Now no one uses it. It's crazy. You don't see these skins in game. That's what's crazy. Literally no one has these skins equipped. Then you have Velocity. Same idea. No one has these skins equipped. And I know there's going to be some guys like, actually, I use the Velocity. Okay, you know, I feel bad. Then we have Hue Shift. Whatever. It's kind of whatever. Then we have Kohaku and Matsuba. You know, this one just like, kind of like the fan was kind of cool. And I do think I've seen the fan in game a couple times because it goes good with certain like themed collections, you know. Like having a themed collection would be cool, but the Phantom doesn't hit. Actually, the Phantom doesn't hit at all because Kingdom beat it. The first Battle Pass Phantom beat it. Wait, what? Wait, you guys are wild with these votes. Then we have Artisan. It's okay. It's okay. It has variants. It was okay at the time. It's okay for Battle Pass. Then we have Rivereye or Reaver. I don't know. The glass. We have the glass. The glass. It's terrible. It's terrible. Then we have Prism, which I think this is the Prism where you actually have to buy it. So you have to spend money on this. Then they put it in a Battle Pass. Yeah, it didn't age well. Then we have Nebula. You know, it's not that bad. Yo, Nebula is not that bad. Then we have Celestial. This one I think is pretty clean and very pretty, but no one uses it. It's very niche, but I think it's nice. Then we have Doodle Buds. I also don't really like this, but I would say it's a niche. You know, it fills in as you get kills and whatnot, and all the variants are completely different drawings, so I don't want to roast it too hard, but it's not an aesthetic that people enjoy. I don't want to just straight roast it. They put work in this one, but not an aesthetic people enjoy. Then we have Task Force 809. It's unmemorable, to say the least, super generic. Then we have Soul Strife, also not that great, but what surprised me is then we have RDVR. It's actually pretty up high here, but it's still lost to a few others that just kind of, I didn't fully understand. Now, this Phantom for a Battle Pass Phantom is fantastic. fantastic. The RDVR is a fantastic Phantom for a Battle Pass Phantom. It gets beaten out by Xeno Hunter, not by too much, and I can understand why. Xeno Hunter isn't fantastic. It's really just the knife people like, and it's kind of lame. I actually like the RDVR more than Xeno Hunter. However, after Xeno Hunter comes Minima. I don't quite understand how Minima beat out Xeno Hunter and RDVR. Minimum is... dude, it's so bad. Dude, please stop using Minima. I don't even see it, but I don't ever want to see it. From here, we get pretty big jumps. The next one is Smite with double the votes, and I can... It's just the meme. It's literally just the meme. The quality of the skin is so bad that it's become a meme. So I almost don't want to count you guys. I swear to... You guys just using the Smite shit. I own the Smite Odin, by the way. After that, we have the Radiant Crisis 001. Very niche. I don't like it, but again, I can understand people who like it. I just don't. Then we have Mage Punk. The Mage Punk Phantom, the Mage Punk line never holds its own. It just never holds its own near the top, and I'm even surprised it's this high up there. It's like the best of the worst, I guess, and I can kind of agree with this. I think it was still, I still think it went hard with the different variants and such, but I also understand it not really, it's not better than the stuff above, except maybe 1 or 2 in my opinion, which I'll get to. After Mage Punk is Ruination. I think Ruination is very solid. I'm kind of surprised it's not higher. I think it's just all the color waves are really cool. I think it just does a certain look very, very well. But it did get beat out by the next, which was Blast X. Dude, how did Blast X? Really? Like, bro, these Toy Story love. I don't like this one at all. I think Ruination and Mage Punk are better than Blast X, but the people have voted. After that, we have Chrono Void. Pretty good, pretty solid. It's good to note that the next couple are pretty close together in votes. I think Chrono Void is solid. It's in a good spot, but it does get beaten out by Glitch Pop Phantom, which I kind of disagree with, but that's just a personal preference. It's completely to do with the niche and design. I think Glitch Pop is kind of weak overall. I would prefer Chrono Void, Ruination, and Mage Punk over Glitch Pop, but again, you guys are the ones voting, not me. Next up, we have Singularity, which overall is a little bit weak now. It hasn't aged that great, but at the same time, it's still very unique. Like, it's mainly the like overall effects and also the finisher is not as crazy as what we'd expect today, but it's still aged cool. Just, you know, it aged uniquely just because of how niche and unique everything about it is. The way it disassembles and reassembles. I'm surprised we haven't got a 2.0 yet. I am surprised Neo Frontier beat him. I think Neo Frontier is actually a really bad Phantom overall. I think it's just lame. I think it's just lame. My opinion. I just think it's lame. The Ion Phantom comes after that, and considering how old the Ion Phantom is, that's one we can say aged well. That one is still very clean and very good till today. Then we got the Z Phantom, the Spectrum Phantom. I think it's okay. It's not terrible. I don't like the overall shape of this Phantom, but the sounds, the sound effects, everything to do with the sound design, for obvious reasons, really does carry this skin. Overall, the top 10 are looking solid though. Ion, Spectrum, and then after that, the Prime. Prime 2.0 comes up next, and it's very good. I think Prime overall was so well done, including the second design. They sharpened it up a little bit, and I personally like the color scheme a lot more on Prime 2.0, so you know what? Deserved. It, however, barely got beat out, and I mean barely got beat out, by the RGX 11Z Pro, which is also pretty amazing. Like, I think when they were designing this, I do wonder if they expected it to be this popular, because RGX across every gun has held its own quite heavily, and it's such a unique design, right? Like, this like literally PC gamer design is hilariously well done. So huge props to the team. After that, we got the Reaver, and I think the Reaver Phantom is probably my least favorite in this top 10. I don't like it overall. Like, again, I would prefer the Ruination. I think it's just a better Reaver in design, but clearly due to the votes, most of you would say that's an L take, and I can kind of get it. It's fine. It's Reaver. It is what it is. In the top 5, in the 5th place, we have the Radiant Entertainment System. Yeah, I like how each variant changes its finisher. I would like to respect the fact that it has a fun inspect. I'd like to respect the fact that when you shoot, things change. I'd like to respect the fact that it has a lot of audio design, but it's too expensive for what it is, and it's objectively not better than the things that surround it, in my opinion. So I have a bitter taste in my mouth for the Radiant Entertainment bundle in general. So I'm biased. Everyone in the comments says you're just a hater. To be honest, I am. It's fine. I'll take it. Which I'm gonna continue, because into Protocol 781 I don't like this Phantom either. I really don't like this Phantom either. I think the a lot of the ones below it are better. Like I would use personally I would use the Singularity, I would use the Ion Phantom, I'd use the RGX or the Prime or anything over the Protocol 781A, but it also, like, I remember the Sheriff video I did, people like this, and you know what, that's fine. It's a respectful skin with very good design. I just don't like the style or niche of like the mecha style, but that's just a personal opinion. Recon, man. Recon hits number 3 and holds its own like a champ. I can definitely understand it. Of course, depending on the attachments you get, of course, everyone wants the handle. Everyone wants the handle underneath that allows you to change the grip style, and it makes the entire gun feel more weighted and better to shoot. No idea why. Skins pay to win? Maybe. +5 accuracy? That's definitely how it feels like. And number 2, we have the Champions 2022. And you know what? I somewhat agree with this. It was a solid Champions skin, and it goes to show that the Champions are aging well, because the number 1 Vandal skin was the Champions 2023, and people said, nah, it's just too new. You have to wait. You have to wait. The skin is too new. But we can see, like, a year later, Champions 2022 Phantom, on the flip side, has held its own and is, I think, actually risen in popularity. Last but not least, at number 1 is the Oni Phantom. And you know what? I agree. It goes to show that a clean-looking skin with very aggressive artistic design changes and variants will hold its own. Its finishers really is its biggest weakness. It's just not that great or not that flashy, but all the color variants change, like having the black with the gold in those clouds, having the blue change with the sakura trees, having the white be different and the red be distinct. It's overall a great design, and I can't knock people for putting it in number 1. But let me know what your top 5 Phantoms are in the comments down below.